I feel as if I'm in a giant pinball machine and I've bounced from pin to pin, or I'm going down a whitewater river on a raft. And so at some point you have to make a distinction between, is it because I was paddling hard, or did I just happen to hit that wave? And truly, I believe that most of what happens in our life is more about where the river wanted us to go, where random chance and chaos send us, than how hard we're paddling towards that distant goal, right? And that doesn't mean that you just lie down, give up, and stop paddling. You still have input into this process. But if you actually do hit that goal, don't make the mistake of thinking that you're the one who led you there, right? Because we're all one chance encounter from going in a completely different direction. So, you know, sometimes you just like see where things are going to take you. I don't think where I am today is about the choices I made. Certainly not entirely about the choices I made.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Best advice you've ever received? Could be something about technology, about speaking, about writing, about anything in your career, but is there something that sticks to your mind of like, yeah, I remember that, something what your mom said, anything?
I think probably a lot of the business experience and knowledge I have had, which is very much driven by an American mentality to doing business, is that that failing is okay, and that if you learn something from failing and fail quickly and fail in a way that doesn't damage your chances of succeeding forever, then you just start again and try again. And I have failed so much in my life. And some of those times I learned something. And then I failed a bit less hard the next time, or in a different way, or hopefully not in exactly the same way again, although that has happened too. And not being afraid of failure. Right? Because that's what most people are afraid of. And so they're so afraid of failure that and I too was so afraid of failure that I didn't take any chances. The older I get, the less afraid of failure I am, the more willing I am to take chances, the more willing I am to be vulnerable, to deal with uncertainty, to deal with risk, and to do things that seem crazy at first or out of character, and to really just step out for just a second and do something that I wouldn't otherwise do. That has served me very, very well. So I wish I could go back to my younger self and say something that could persuade me to be less timid then, right? To be willing to take chances, to be more vulnerable.
Yeah, me too. I'm getting better at it. I'm taking more risks as I get older.
Yeah,
It's almost the opposite.
Yeah, and the other thing that I've been, quite fortunate is gradually learning to not give a damn what other people think about me. As much as that's humanly possible, of course, it's not always possible, but really not caring about what anybody else thinks about me.